So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can and not a rant, because recently I have gotten sort of questions, shall we say, from just people in my personal life about, like, really, what is vlogging and what do you do on YouTube, and like what goes into a YouTube vid. Like, people just don't understand, they don't get it as a hobby. It is nowhere near my job. I wish it would be, but maybe eventually. But people often will look at you like, what? Like, you're nuts. They will say, well, stop doing that. You need to be like among real people and doing, like, real things relating to real people. And people need to know that you can do that. And I would counter that by saying, yeah, I am interacting with real people. I think it is even harder to make a connection with somebody through a video screen, because you don't know me in my everyday life like somebody who is one of my best friends, as much as I try to make my vlogs as authentic and videos as authentic as possible. There is editing that goes into that, because you don't really want to see all my ums and ahs and weird awkward pauses. But I think that to be able to sort of live vicariously through YouTube is something that a lot of persons with disabilities, whether they will tell you this or not, and just people in general, people do that because maybe you can't go to Florida and see all of the different attractions there, so you watch a vlog about it, or New York or Seattle or wherever, or you are somebody who wishes you could sing like that or dance like that or whatever, so you live vicariously through YouTube a little bit. And I think that that is completely fine. It is not the only reason that I personally make videos. I know a lot of people make videos to entertain, and I really hope that a lot of my story times do entertain you and you really do like my videos, although I can tell from the analytics guys. So there may be more DIY type vlogs coming up, maybe, but those take so much time and I need like a second person, so we'll see. But I think that if vlogging is what you do, or video making, or whatever you want to call it, being on YouTube is what you do, then that's fine. And there's this sort of weird stigma around it that you can't be a social person, or that you, for whatever reason, because you sit behind a camera once a day and make a video, you're not a social person. I mean, it takes time. It takes time to film and edit and upload and make a thumbnail and craft a description. And I know I have gotten it down to like an hour and a half, like if I had to put everything together. And if you want to see my whole process, I guess I could film that for you as well. I mean, it's not hard to me anymore. I've gotten it down to a bit of a routine and a science. But I think to those people who think that, well, it's just weird, it's, in my experience, it's usually people who just don't understand, and they're usually older people, which is fine. I don't mind explaining to them. But when you counter back with, well, you need to stop that, it really shows me that you obviously did not hear what I just said. Because to me, I won't ever stop vlogging completely. I may take like a day break after August, possibly, but I couldn't see my life without vlogging, so of course I'm gonna do it because I like the interaction that I get from people, and I like being able to share my opinions with people. And so to all of those people who think that it's, non-authentic, or who think that, it's not real human interaction, I would beg to differ. I'm not gonna get into technical stuff with you because I could, but when people who don't understand are trying to argue with you about why you shouldn't do something, that does not compute with me. All that to say, I think that living vicariously through YouTube is a good thing, especially as someone who might not be able to go on every ride in the amusement park, or someone who wants to learn the layout of a certain area and whether they're accessible or not before I go. I think that it is completely fine, and there is a way that vlogging, yes, can take over your life, but there is a way to do it, I think, and I think I've crafted at least my way, and I don't say that my way is the best way to do it, in a way that it doesn't take over my life fully. And I think, really, what should you care? If you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't want to put anybody through unnecessary pain or hardship by, watching my videos. So, yeah. But if you get something from it, if you like it, if it makes you feel good and confident and just right with yourself, I think that you should do it. And I think more power to you. And if you don't understand something, I think you should try and educate yourself a little bit more, and just try and make a more concerted effort to understand a person before you judge them, which again goes back to what I always say about disability is, if you have a question, just ask and educate yourself, because then not only are you getting educated, but the person who you're asking is feeling better because they are able to educate you, or you are able to educate yourself. It just makes for a better experience and a better knowledge base for you, I would think. So haters gonna hate, but I think that living vicariously through YouTube is a good thing, and I am going to continue to do it. And I'd like to know, do you feel like you live vicariously through YouTube? And if so, what do you like to watch, or what do you sort of find yourself looking up when you need to decompress and just relax? Let me know in the comments, guys. As always, keep pushing, and I will see you tomorrow.